Zhu Yuan is less than 48 hours away, and a lot of people are wondering what team they should put her in, what her best W engine is. Should they pull for a signature one? What gear should you be using, and what stats are you looking for on that gear? So I thought, hey, everybody, welcome into the channel. Let's make an ultimate guide on Zhu Yuan. My name is Hako. Let's get into it, starting with her W engine. Now, Zhu Yuan is in a little bit of a weird state when it comes to her W engine, because she doesn't necessarily have one that fits her like a glove in the game currently. And if we go to database and then we click the little filter button, we can filter for attack, and now we can see every single attack W engine in the game. Now Steel Cushion, which is Nekomatta's best one, is or Nekomatta's signature one. This one is gonna be good on Zhu Yuan. It has crit rate as a main stat and a very high base attack. Now obviously you lose out on the physical damage bonus that it straight out gives you. But you still get the 25% if you hit enemies from behind, although getting behind an enemy might be, like, it is going to be significantly harder with Zhu Yuan rather than Nekomatta. But the good main stat and the high base attack of it still makes it a viable option. Like, if you have this one but no Nekomatta using it, absolutely. Then we have the Brimstone, which is Soldier 11's signature one. This, I'm gonna claim, is gonna be her best one if you're not pulling for her W engine. So, this is the second best W engine for Zhu Yuan in the game. She has a very easy time stacking this up, and yeah, it works. Now, Deep Sea Visitor, which is Ellen's signature W engine. If you for some reason have this, but you don't have Ellen, one, please put in the comments how the hell that happened, and then two, this one will work. But same with Nekomatta's, it has crit rate, which is very, very good. It has a high base stat, and the effect is nothing to scoff at. You get a 10% crit rate increase when you hit someone, and then a 10% extra whenever you do it with a dodge attack. Now this one is really freaking good. Obviously you lose out on any of the ice damage bonus it gives, because, well, Zhu Yuan doesn't do ice damage. She does ether damage. Among the A ranks you can go Street Superstar. This one is quite fun. Whenever a squad member launches a chain attack, the equipper gains one charge stack, stacking up to 3 times. Upon activating their own ultimate, the equipper consumes all charge stacks, and each stack increases the skill's damage by 15%. So at 1 star, this gives you a 45% increase to your damage, and Zhu Yuan's ultimate is nothing to scoff at. She does a lot of damage with her ultimate. And you can buy Street Superstar in the store here. So it is an option, it is a viable option. One of the better A rank ones. Sorry, now we need to refilter this. Boom. Other than that, you have Starlight Engine, which is also an option. Launching a dodge counter or quick assist increases the equipper's attack by 12% for 12 seconds. Now, if you run in an arena team, the quick assists are gonna be coming are gonna be hailing down like what? Like butter? Yeah, it's gonna be hailing down like butter. So it is also a viable option. You have the Housekeeper, which don't worry about us. This is one. It's tailor-made for Corin. Starlight Engine Replica. This one is tailor-made for Billy. Even if she can't proc this, she's not gonna have much benefit of it. Drill Rig, Red Axis, don't worry about this one either, because this one is very tailor-made for Anton. You can, however, if you still have not picked a W engine on the Battle Pass, you can go Cannon Rotor, which will serve you well. This is probably her best A rank one. Increases attack by 7.5%, landing a critical hit on an enemy will inflict an additional 20% of attack as damage. This effect can trigger once every 8 seconds. Now this one works, it's probably her best, or this is her best A rank engine. And this works very, very freaking well. So if you haven't picked a W engine and you feel like you can still spare one, or spare the pick for Zhu Yuan, go Cannon Rotor. But her very best one is obviously gonna be her signature one. Although I'm gonna say whenever anybody asks if they should pull for the engine, it's if you're a low spender, too free to play, no, don't. Some cases not even medium spenders. Mostly weapons or light cones or W engines are for whales. So yeah, there are options that will serve her well, not not a lot of perfect options. Her very best one is gonna be the Brimstone. Out of A rank ones, Street Superstar is good and it's very easy to like star up. Starlight Engine is a little is also easy to star up here. So it's kind of what you wanna go for. Do you want to go for flat damage increase, or do you just want to hit like your ultimate like a freaking lunatic? Me personally, I think Street Superstar can be quite fun. I might build that just to see how like crazy we can make our ultimate. All right, let's move on to the discs. So your absolute best build on her is going to be a 4-piece of chaotic metal that increases ether damage by 10%. And then 4-piece, the equipper's crit damage increased by 20%. When any character in the squad triggers corruption's additional damage, this effect further increased by 5.5% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. Repeated triggers resets the duration. This is very good, especially if you run Nicole in the team as well. There's gonna be a lot of extra corruption damage. This is gonna be your best bet paired together with a 2-piece of Woodpecker Electro. You can also go swing jazz. Energy is gonna be very important on Sujan. So 2-piece either Woodpecker Electro or swing jazz, I would recommend. You can also go 4 pieces of Woodpecker Electro and 2-piece of chaotic metal. It's also an option. It's gonna be a slightly lesser option, but from what I've seen, from what I've crunched the numbers to, they are pretty similar. That's why Woodpecker Electro is so freaking good. You can slap this on any DPS and it will probably be their best set or very close to their best set. And since energy is a bottleneck for Sujana, anything that can give her energy back up so she can get her increased ammo, like her enhanced shots back, is gonna be very good. So 2-piece swing jazz is never wrong. So 4-piece chaotic metal, 2-piece swing jazz, or 2-piece Woodpecker Electro. Or 4-piece Woodpecker Electro and 2 pieces of chaotic metal, or 2 pieces of swing jazz. Any other build, I personally wouldn't mess around with that. For the stats, on disc 4 you want either crit rate or crit damage. You can also go attack ratio. But yeah, crit rate or crit damage depending on like which stat you are lacking. For the 5th one, she does a lot of ether damage, so for this one you want ether damage. Ether damage bonus on disc 5. You can also go attack, like if you get super lucky with like the substats on an attack percentage roll or a pen ratio roll, you can also use that like if you're lacking an ether damage one. It will also work, although ether damage is gonna be like your biggest bang for the buck, your biggest damage increase. And for number 6, either go attack ratio or energy regen. And this one's kind of like they're very similar. It's like let the substats dictate. Like, do you get an attack ratio that has like insane amount of crit rate and crit damage? Go that one. Do you have an energy regen one that has, well, like a similar scenario, that one has insane stats? Go that one. And your substats is gonna be crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage, energy regen, pen ratio, like your standard DPS. And for your Bangboos, the very best Bangboo, which I got super freaking lucky and I actually got not even hard pity, was Resonabu. Now this little bastard can suck harder than anything in this game. Well, apart from Nicole, because nobody sucks better than Nicole. This one is freaking amazing. It's gonna fit your Sujan team super freaking well, even if you're not running her with Nicole. But I would recommend running her with Nicole, and we're gonna get into team building just after this. And the reason you want Nicole is that she's the only other ether damage in the game. When there are at least 2 ether attribute characters in your squad, Bangboos chain attack inflicts 100% more anomaly build-up. Now this is very, very freaking good. So yeah, and Nicole is a free character. So I would 100% recommend running Zhu Yuan with Nicole. And Resonamo is just a big suck. He's just a big suck, and he's beautiful. There's the slightly lesser version of Resonamo is Magnetiboo. Now he doesn't necessarily do ether damage, he does physical damage, but he does suck the enemies, which can be nice. But if you're not going Resonamo, your second best pick is gonna be Devilboo. Now Magnetiboo is very convenient because of his sucking, but I'm assuming most people are gonna be running Zhu Yuan with Nicole. Then the reason for a big suck becomes lesser because Nicole brings all the suck you actually need. So Devilboo is gonna be your best pick then. He's basically like he's also a lesser Resonamo. Scales of having ether characters, does a lot of ether build up, and is actually a really good good Bangboos. So yeah, either Resonamo if you're lucky enough to have him. I'm guessing most people don't. You can go, and then Devilboo after that. I'd say Magnetiboo. You can also go Boo Resher. No, Boo Resher is very good at like giving back energy. It all depends a little bit what teams you are going. If you're going a main team, Butler works. Remember, Zhu Yuan wants energy. And for teams. As for Zhu Yuan's team, you really have like one super good, super free to play accessible option, which is going to be Zhu Yuan, Nicole, and Ambi. We get both Nicole and Ambi for free, and they're both part of Cunning Hairs. Everybody's passive abilities are activated in this team, and it's a super good team. Nicole is Zhu Yuan's best support by far. Now, what's special with Zhu Yuan is that she doesn't necessarily need to be paired up with with someone that also does ether damage. Instead, her passive can activate if someone from the same squad, which is the police, or she just needs to be paired up with a support. It doesn't matter where that support comes from. So you could also go Lucy Piper and do this, and everybody's stuff will be activated. Although, I would not recommend this team because you need a stunner. Or you want a stunner because Zhu Yuan deals increased damage to stunned enemies. But another option could be this instead. This also has everybody's passive active, although it's lacking Nicole, and as of right now, I would not bench Nicole for anything in a Zhu Yuan team, because Nicole is very freaking good with dealing ether damage, and if you're running the Resonabo, you want Nicole to like activate the B level of that skill. Another option I've seen people put forward that also works super well is Zhu Yuan, Ambi, Rina. Now Zhu Yuan will reload during a quick assist, or like get, I think, one enhanced bullet during a quick assist. So like having quick assist together with Rina actually works freaking wonders. Obviously in this team you're missing out on the Resonabo B rank if you're running Resonabo. If you manage to get super unlucky during Ellen's banner and you have Lycon and you have Sokagu but you don't have an Ellen to pair them up with, this can also work. Zhu Yuan gets activated by Sokagu being a support, and Lycon and Sokagu benefits from each other, and they can then benefit from the increased ice damage you will deal to enemies. This also works. Now people like to run the dirty little mouth online, and me personally, I've been seeing the statement put forward that Kolida is the worst 5-star Hoyu has ever made. And that made my blood start boiling. And before I read that statement, my Kolida was set at level 40. After that statement, she quickly became 50. Now, that's a lie, and I'm gonna prove it. So my plan was originally Zhu Yuan, Nicole, and Anbi. After reading that statement, it's gonna be Zhu Yuan, Nicole, and Kolida. Now, Kolida won't be activated, like her passive ability won't be activated in this team, but I don't care. She is that good that she, like, obviously it's nice if you can get it to work, but you don't need it to work. So this is my team I'm gonna be, like, first trying out, and then I'm gonna be switching it around and, like, trying some of other stuff. Ambi might end up taking this spot just to, like, get the passive active. But we'll see. Remember, Zhu Yuan does increased damage to enemies that are stunned. So a stunner, I would say, is kind of mandatory if you want to get the most out of Zhu Yuan. But also super important to note is that this game, like it is quite easy. You can clear most content with whatever goddamn team you put together. So if you wanna put Tabasco up your bunghole and run a team that looks like this, that makes not a single bit of sense, it will still work. It will still work. Me personally, I like when the teams have some synergy. So yeah, super free to play friendly is Anbi and Nicole. Nicole, I would say, like she is in so many ways gonna be Zhu Yuan's best character. So then it's up to you to pick a stunner. Anbi is the only stunner you can pick where like the passive bonus is active with this team. Although Zhu Yuan is getting the 5-star we're getting, or sorry, the S rank we're getting after Zhu Yuan is gonna be her sidekick, which is gonna be a stunner, also from the police faction. So she's obviously tailor-made to be the stunner in a Zhu Yuan team. So if you're planning on going for her, whatever stunner you're picking in as the last spot is just gonna be a placeholder until you get the police girl stunner, King Yang or something. So yeah, that's team building. This is gonna be a super free to play friendly because people are running their mouth. This is gonna be my personal team. So yeah, that's it for team building. But yeah, everybody, that is gonna be all for this guide. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're super excited about Zhu Yuan. I'm gonna be doing a pulling party over at Twitch for her at 2 p.m. GMT +1 on Wednesday. If you wanna come watch me lose my 50-50s, that's really fine with me. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Hako out.